You got bars for us yet?
Nah, not yet.
Oh, come on, man. What's good?
Man, slow motion, man. How you doing?
I can't call it, man. I can't call it. Hold on, I got a little static from your end on the mic. Got our little elevator music intro.
Yo.
Okay, that's a little crispier. What up, man? Good morning.
You already know, man. What's good, man? Just got in from a good workout, so feeling good.
Okay. What kind of workout today?
Man, I feel like my
hold
man.
On. No, I can hear you. What kind of workout you got? I got to grab some. I got a package yesterday.
I feel like my man just be creating workouts as he go, man. Shout out to my man Stacks, man. Getting me right, keeping me right. But
you know what I'm saying? Got my package in, man.
Hey, you know I told you it was on the way.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta cop some merch. I still gotta get some of the new merch drop. But
man, shout out D-Butt, man, supporting your boy, man. I appreciate it.
You know what I mean? AB41 Publishing. My dog got his own publishing.
Yeah, man.
You gotta support. Come on, man. This is my second version of this. This is deluxe edition. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fun.
There you go.
Yeah. We out here, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
Clean, man. R.I.P. to Therese Paler, too.
Nah, for sure, man. Definitely rest in peace.
For sure, man. But
how was your weekend?
Great weekend, man. My sister Monet, her 22nd birthday was yesterday. So shout out to my sister Monet. My mom, my beautiful mother Sabrina, her birthday is today. So back-to-back birthdays. Good weekend, man. Nice.
Yeah.
The weather got nice yesterday. It's been kind of gloomy.
Yeah.
But good weekend, man. I can't complain. I had some good basketball. I watched some good baseball too.
Yeah.
Good baseball too. Yeah, we got to talk about that, man, because I got problems with MLB, man. We got some superstars out here that's not getting enough pub, not getting enough love, man. I gotta help them fix it, man.
Nah, for sure, man. Before we get into it, though, do want to shout out the wife, man. It's our 7th year anniversary today, man. Yeah, seven of them things, man. So happy anniversary to the first lady.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
7. Ooh, congrats, 7. Man. Congrats.
Appreciate it, boss. Appreciate it. So, let's
How
jump into it.
How was your weekend, though?
Man, it was good. It was good, man. Another track meet on Saturday, man. The little ones, they ran well. So that was it, man. Yesterday just chilled out, so it was cool, man.
Shit, speaking of track, man. Hold on, I gotta get this young lady's information right.
No doubt.
Because Gabby Thomas, man, she just ran the second fastest 200-meter fastest time since Flojo.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Flojo is, do some research, educate yourself. But Gabby Thomas, she graduated with a neurobiology degree from Harvard. Had an interest in racial health disparities and getting a master's in epidemiology. And that night won the 200-meter finals to qualify for the Olympics. So I was a student athlete, and I can't imagine that type of workload and then being able to perform at the level she's able to perform. Shout out to her, man.
Yeah,
Another
man.
amazing Olympic story.
Nah, for sure, man. Just all over the Olympics, man. Just amazing stories, man. Again, like you said, salute to her. Salute to Gabby Douglas, man. Just crushing the gymnastics, man. Just the all around the floor, man. So it's been a lot of good.
Man.
It's crazy. So it's been a lot of good sports on, man. But definitely salute to those ladies, man, doing some beautiful things. Can't wait to next month, man, and watch them in the Olympics.
When is when it starts? When the Olympics start?
I think it's July 23rd.
July 23rd. Okay, out there in
Yeah,
Tokyo.
Yep, out there in Tokyo.
Shout out Diana Taurasi too, man. UConn great, UConn GOAT. One of the best women's basketball, one of the best basketball players ever. First WNBA player to pass the 9,000 point mark. UConn, what do you expect, man? You got us flooded up and down the Olympic roster.
It's a bucket getter.
A bucket getter. We got a few more guys committed to the USA team. I think Chris Middleton. Is Chris Paul going?
I think it's Chris Paul, Devin Booker. I think it's Jason Tatum, Draymond Green,
Kevin Love.
There's a few more guys.
I don't know how Kevin Love got in there.
Man. Man, but I think we should bring home the gold.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Looking forward to that, man. The world, the international teams, kind of getting a little better. I remember back in the day watching I was young. It used to be, just massacres, 50, 70 point blowouts. No Zion.
All right, boom. I got the roster for you.
Zion's supposed to be on that team, man.
I don't know how they go about it, but it's Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Zach LaVine, Kevin Love, Bam Adebayo, Draymond, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Jeremy Grant. I don't know how Jeremy Grant snuck in there either. But
salute to him though, man.
Salute to him. Yeah, go out there, represent as well. So
I need you when you get a chance. I know you probably didn't look at this yet. The PFF top 50. They came out with the top 50. Those are my guys over there. Those are my guy. I rock with some of those guys over there. But man, Lamar was a huge omission from that.
The top 50. What was the top 50? What?
Top 50 players in the NFL.
Oh, they didn't have Lamar there.
It ain't much else football news talking about. So shit. Not having Lamar in there. I don't even think Xavier was in their top corners, but wide receivers, their top ranked wide receivers, Devontae Adams won.
Okay.
DeAndre Hopkins, Tyreek Hill, Allen Robinson, Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, Michael Thomas, Stephon Diggs.
Damn, no Keenan Allen?
So those were their top 8 wide receivers. And Vontae was 5, 17, 18, 34, 30. Keenan, that was my first one. I thought Keenan Allen got to be top.
Yeah, he got it.
He's 7.
He got to be up there.
I know Michael Thomas put up numbers, but
yeah, I like Keenan Allen over Michael Thomas.
Yeah. Stephon Diggs, I feel like he should be higher. Big fan of Allen Robinson, 4th best receiver in the league. I don't know about that. A.J. Brown, 6th best. I don't know about that.
Yeah. You got to get in them rooms, D-Butt, and see how they
I got to get back in there.
What's the grading scale, man? Like what they basing this off of?
And that's the thing, man. Analytics kind of taking over sports, man. Math and analytics and war and all these different formulas and algorithms, man. You got to use your eyes. You got to have some people that spies, maybe play some downs, coach some downs.
Man, the film don't lie, man. Like I get it. I get it with the numbers and all of that. That works in certain areas, but at the end of the day, man, put that film on and go at it and critique the film, man. Like I just think we get way too crazy with these analytics, and it plays their part. The analytics plays its part at certain times, but again, the eye in the sky don't lie, the film don't lie. Man, turn that shit on, man. Let's critique some things.
Now when they do interviews and shit now, for like head coaches or whatever, they ask, like, that's a question. That's part of the interview now. Like, are you going to be, a guy that goes with the analytics when it comes to certain situations, whether it's going 4-on-4 or going for 2 or, sometimes kicking a field goal? Like, are you going to be analytics? Are you going to be a field guy?
I'm a 1,000% field guy. I'm going off
1,000% field in that moment, that game.
Hey, how my team is playing? Do we have the momentum? Do we need this truth? Like, I'm 1,000% field.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And I already know.
I wouldn't say 1,000% field.
Man, I already know you 1,000%. You in the moment.
I'm definitely in the moment.
Of course, you in the moment.
Because bro, we can game plan. We can have all these. Like Mike Tyson said, man. Your game plan lasts till somebody get punched in the mouth, and
right.
Whether we deliver that first punch or receive that first punch, you gotta have a feel for how your guys are out there competing that day. Mm-hmm. What's working is the quarterback rattled, and those numbers, they're useful. Like you said, it's a part of it. Okay, this is what the numbers say. Okay, now let me look at these numbers. Let me hear from my analytics guy. Hey, we should do this. I'll take that into consideration, and then I'm gonna go. So maybe, I'm with you. I guess I'd be Phil, but I'll take in consideration the numbers.
Of course, that's what you got the team for. That's what you got the personnel. What you got the team for, to take consideration. But me walking in that meeting, hey, look, I'm 1,000% Phil.
Yeah, and like I said, I've been in them rooms with them PFF guys, and they'll start bringing up some of that shit. Hey man, I don't know what that means, but. They need to draft that tackle out of Oregon. Penny, like seeing him move and that, like I don't care about wins over replacement or all that. That's what you want in your building. That motherfucker on the screen. That's man. But I got to try to find this list because.
Yeah, you got to find that because that having Lamar Jackson not in your top 50.
Not in your top 50. So Lamar Jackson. Let's talk about Lamar Jackson real quick.
Yeah.
So he's a top what quarterback to you?
Top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah, I give him top 10 right now.
What about that?
He'll be in my top 10.
Yeah, I can see a healthy Dak with the top 10. And I expect, I think what's holding, and I would say Lamar is a top 8 quarterback for me. Talent-wise, as a player, like his talent is it's some of those players that when they step, it's just different. It's just like when Cam was in his prime. Like I didn't care what the numbers and what his completion percentage was or what this was like, because when you're on that field with a guy like that, like it's just a guy that's different and he gonna do some things that probably nobody else in his position could do. And that's the same thing with Lamar Jackson as a weapon. Like he can go 70 on you with his feet. He can go 60. He can throw a 60-yard bomb. He can do it all. I think his biggest issue is his play caller, honestly, and the lack of creativity. I feel like they've kept him kind of in the box. They haven't surrounded him with a bunch of weapons. They went out drafted Bateman first round. They went out signed Sammy Watkins. So they got him some more weapons. So I'm excited to see his growth this year. He also negotiated his own contract too.
Yeah, I like to see that too. And again, you kind of touched on as far as growth wise. It's like as a play caller, as a coach, you have that happy medium of okay. How do I call this game to my quarterback strengths, right? But then again, it's like, okay, we need to see progression. We need to see progression in him as a quarterback, and we need to see progression in our offense. So it comes that happy medium of doing what's best for the quarterback, but also doing what's best to help his maturity, help as far as talent wise. You know what I mean? So again, with Greg Roman, I think we gotta do some stuff with that play calling, man. Enhance some stuff, open that playbook up a little bit more, man, so we can see growth in Lamar at the position. Yeah,
and Greg Roman, he did a great job with Cap, right? When they made that run to the Super Bowl, and then he did a great job the first couple of years with Lamar. He did help coach him to a unanimous unanimous MVP, and that was a team and a roster that they kind of turned over a little bit to make it beneficial to Lamar's skill set as opposed to Joe Flacco. So he did do a very good job in the beginning, but once again, it's like, okay, where do you go from there? Now let's add some building blocks because Lamar Jackson, in my opinion, is a much better passer than Cat was. He's a much better passer than Vic was, in my opinion. I feel like Vic had a stronger arm, but as far as accuracy, like when I watched Lamar play, especially that year, the MVP year, like the thing that stood out the most to me was, especially that was his first year starting. You won the unanimous MVP your first year starting, led the league in touchdown passes, but he was like unwinding things pre-snap. He was checking it. Okay, this guy's going to be open. So it wasn't just his, freakish athleticism. It was him actually seeing things, identifying coverages, identifying matchups, and making throws. Now, can he be consistently more accurate? Of course, everybody can improve on that. You saw Josh Allen, that jump he made with Brian Daboll coaching. You get him a true one out there, like Bateman, I think he can be a true one. It's going to be tough coming in being a rookie. I think he'll still be the one this year. But Sammy Watkins has had a bunch of experience in this league, been a one, made some huge plays in that Super Bowl. I'm sure he'll be a great guy just having that meet room with him in Hollywood. They got some weapons, man. I'm excited about Lamar. I'm excited for him getting paid, and he's negotiating himself. And when you're that type of player who I think should be probably be top 3 highest paid quarterback.
So give me your top. Give me your. You was asking as far as where I put Dak and where I put Lamar as far as quarterbacks in the league. Give me your top 10. Your top 10 quarterbacks right now. And no order. No order. Okay, no order. A-Rod. Give me 10.
Okay, 10. Well, Brady, A-Rod, Mahomes. We don't know what's going on with Watson, but Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Russell Wilson,
Josh
Allen, Dak Prescott. What I got? One more, maybe?
Yeah, you got one more.
Damn, who else out there that's
you got Wentz right now? You got
Wentz ain't, but Wentz ain't him a top. He got to show me first. He got potential. He got to show me though.
I'm just giving you some quarterbacks.
Okay.
I'm just throwing some names out there. You got Wentz. You got Andy Dalton. You got Sam Donald. You got Jameis Winston. You got Jameis Winston. You got Justin Fields.
I'm gonna put Stafford in there right now.
You got Tua that you were standing on the table for.
I'm gonna go Stafford.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Stafford because of he's always been a talented quarterback, but with him going with Sean McVay, because I feel like Sean McVay
been talking good about him too.
He did as much as he possibly could do with Jared Goff. So for y'all that don't know, offensive coordinators and whoever the play caller is, they can be in your helmet as a quarterback up until 15 seconds left on the play clock. And I feel like watching Jared Goff, I could tell like McVay was in his helmet until 15 seconds and basically told him, okay, this is where you should go with the ball, and that was the best he can get to Goff. Now having the type of talent that Stafford and the type of arm strength, ball placement, he's been a dog, he's been a warrior, he's been a comeback, he's been all that. And now putting those weapons, you got Kupp, you got Woods, and I think the real X factor on that offense this year is Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
Deshaun Jackson with Stafford, if he can stay healthy, he's been banged up the past couple of years.
And they got to do away with that shit with coaches being able to talk to them quarterbacks in the helmet, yo. Like, soon that play clock start, man, you got to turn them on. You got to turn that shit off for the helmet, man. That shit cheat. That's cheating, yo. I hate that.
I mean, it's the same thing with the defense, though.
Same thing
for the play call on the defense. That D coordinator, he could be in the helmet as well.
Man, cut it off, man. Cut it off, man.
You're a fan of cut it off.
I'm a fan of cut it off, man. I don't like it, man. That's what we do to work leading up to the game, man. We in that playroom, we in the, we make our adjustments on the sideline. I don't like it.
Yeah, I like it. I'm a fan of it. I would say I mean, I know I would like. No, maybe you're right.
I don't like it.
Maybe you're right. It is kind of cheap.
Hell yeah,
Maybe you're right.
Because I think that's the hope. That's the excitement of the game. You know, man, as a player, being able to dissect things on the field, being able to see things, being able to call out, switching plays, whatever. That's what make great players great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you have somebody up in the booth and they can see it, they got paper. They got different things around them, and they were like, oh shit, like this is the formation.
4 or 5 other people,
exactly. And now you in the helmet, like, hey, nah, man, like.
But that's giving the fans the best product, though. It's giving the fans the best because if there's a quarterback out there who can't really unwind it like that, it is.
Well, if the quarterback can't unwind it, guess what that quarterback need to be? He need to be on the sideline somewhere.
Yeah, so Clinton Sims, almost sound like somebody I know. Clinton Sims, he said, but don't the best defenses make adjustments after the last 15 seconds? It's not as a whole. Maybe like within now, if I'm a nickel and I'm working with my cornerback, we can make adjustments up until damn near, the last however. But as far as a whole defense, you can't really get everybody on the same page outside of that first communication of the call. Now, there are some alerts that we just like AB talked about that we prepare for. We go over in meetings, we go over in practice, say, all right, this is the play call. But if they come out in empty, let's say, so every week you will have like an empty check. So whatever the call is in the huddle, you come out and then the offense lines up in empty. That means no running back in the backfield. Everybody lined up as a receiver. And now we say, okay, we're going to this check, whatever the check is. But outside of that, now you're not really checking after the last 15 minutes for the whole defense.
But you might have a veteran, say whoever your signal caller is on that defense. It could be most of the time, 90% of the time, it's your middle linebacker or linebacker. Mm-hmm. So if you have a veteran linebacker and he's able to see things, now he's the type of person that might be able to get a defense into something within last 10 seconds. Yeah. But the communication, the signs, your signs and your verbal communication has to be on point. Where it's even so. Say you got a linebacker and you got a safety, and they on the same rapport. Whereas in the meet rooms, they see things the same. They're always talking. So that safety can kind of possibly see the same thing that linebacker is seeing. Whereas that linebacker can tap the defensive lineman, say, shift or run this line stunt, and he can communicate with his linebackers. Where that safety back there now he can kind of communicate to the secondary where we can all get on the same page. But again, you don't have too many people that can really do that.
You don't have too many units like that.
Units, right? You had that Baltimore defense. It looks like they was on that page, that Tampa Bay. Even when Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis, like they were able to move and shift like that. So again, it just for sure. Mm-hmm. So it just depends on the type of signal caller you have on the field and just the type of unit and cohesiveness that you have on that field.
Yeah, man. You got to give me so I gave you quarterbacks, man. You got to give me the top 10 wideouts, man.
Top 10 wideouts.
Top 10 wideouts going into this season.
I'm going to go D-Hop, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Julio Jones. I'm going to go, Devontae Adams. I'm going to go, I'm going to put the young gunner in there, Justin Jefferson.
Like J. Jeff.
Where we at? Where I'm at right now? 7?
I think you about around 7, yeah.
7.
We got out there. We got Metcalf out there. Allen Robinson. We got who else?
I'm gonna go Mike Evans.
Okay.
Mike Evans. That's a good one. Boston Stoops. shit. After that, I think it's just it's another tier after that, in my opinion.
Another tier.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you got so Mike T in your top 10.
Who?
Mike Thomas. I feel like
Man,
Mike Thomas get disrespected low key.
He put numbers up. He put numbers up.
Yeah.
He put numbers up. I can put him in the top 10.
Yeah.
He definitely put numbers up. I'm definitely.
Hold on.
I'm excited to see what he's going. I'm excited to see what he's going to do with Drew not being out there.
With Jameis, I mean, I still feel like he put numbers up though with Drew not out there.
Yeah, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We will see. We had a question up here. Is Mr. Scampers, is Kuechly a top 3 all-time linebacker? I would say no.
All time?
All time? Nah.
He ain't do it long enough.
Yeah. Off top, I'm thinking Derrick Brooks, Ray Lewis, and Patrick Willis. You know, and then you still got some names like Zach Thomas. You got some Junior Seau. You got some linebackers. Top 3. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely.
Zach Thomas not. He over Zach Thomas, and I'm a Dog fan.
Zach Thomas, I think Zach Thomas, man, he gets disrespected, man.
I agree.
He was a dog. He was a dog.
1,000%.
Come on, man, get that.
No, my camera. This shit ain't. It's some different shit. This shit.
Yeah, it's a. I don't know that Javier Urlacher was a dog. Obviously, you know, Hall of Famer, but that'll be a good one between him and Luke, though. Michael Ward, man, you gotta go watch some film, man. Zach Thomas, he's better than good. The Zach Thomas was that deal. Now, kid, the office going to open up with Jameis. The Saints have some deep threats. Deontay Harris being one of them. Plus, we have some young receivers that would make noise. Michael Thomas is going to eat. I don't doubt it. Like you said, Jameis got that LASIK, man. So he's seeing things clear now. So I'm excited to see what the Saints going to do, man. Triple J, man, what's good, man? What's up with Urlacher? What's the beef? Nah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Darius, man. Darius Leonard, man. See what he's going to do. Definitely on his way to becoming one of the greats. Again, you know, got to stay on the field, keep doing what he's doing, and make some stuff happen. Man, sure. While we wait on D-Buck to get his stuff right, man. Let's jump into these playoffs, man. The NBA playoffs been good right now. I missed Thursday's show when my guy D-Buck was on here tripping, wild, and saying that Trae Young was the top point guard in the league. Obviously, you already know my man. He's in the moment. But what y'all think about these playoffs? I think right now, in the West, Phoenix is up 3-1. I think they're gonna go ahead and finish that off as I think they should. In the East, Milwaukee is up on Atlanta 2-1. I'm loving it. I'm loving it right now. I definitely think it'll be the Bucks and the Suns in the finals. I don't think I'm probably the Suns. We probably expected the Suns to get there, but I don't think a lot of people had the Bucks. Nah, I think Phoenix, man. Phoenix, they playing tough, man. Now, the way they playing, they play well on the road. They play well at home. My only concern about the Bucks, if they make it, they don't play the same when they play on the road. Um, I don't know what it is, but they just don't make it happen. Um, Chris Middleton, man, he's balling. He's balling. I think he's kind of the one on the team. Um, I know Giannis get a lot of the pub, but I think Chris Middleton is that guy. He, like you say, he has to show up. He has to play well. If he doesn't, they don't have a chance. They don't have a chance in the finals. And I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. They're still in the Eastern Conference Finals, so they're not in the finals yet. But we're gonna see. Boston Stools. Why does Trae Young get so much hate? I don't. Does he get a lot of hate? Does he get a lot of hate? I like Trae Young, man. Trae Young, um, for him being smaller stature guy, I like his attitude. I like the edginess that he brings to the game, the little swag he brings to the game. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I know I seen somebody on here earlier say he's a one-trick pony. Um, I think he got more than one trick. He obviously his 3-point shot is there. He's creative. He gets to the lane, creates opportunities for his teammates. But I just think Milwaukee, man, they just too much for the Hawks this series, man. Hawks had a good run. I don't think anybody expected them being in the Eastern Conference Finals, man. But I just think Milwaukee too much. No question. I agree. Bobby T's one. I agree. I think Middleton is the one. Middleton is the guy for that team. And Greek Freak, he is robbing, which isn't a bad thing. He's a good robber. What else we got? Man, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Bet on yourself is my life. Hey, you got to do it. If you don't bet on yourself, who will? Who will? Man, Brook Lopez, man. Brook Lopez don't get his ass on the block, man. I'm getting tired of seeing Brook Lopez shoot how many threes he be shooting, man. Like, this shit is getting crazy, man. Get on the block, get them boards, man. I need you down there doing the dirty work. D. Thomas just announced his retirement. Breaking news. Shout out D. Thomas, man. Hell of a dude, man. Hell of a player. Had a good run out there when he was in Denver. Good dude, man. Great career. Tone. I think I like it though. I think it was bringing that like in New York, when Reggie Miller was with the Pacers and he would come back and had those beefs with Spike Lee, man. I enjoyed that with Trae Young when he was in Madison Square Garden, being the villain. Went out to Philly, did the same thing, sent them boys home. So I like it. I think we need more of that. I love it. I love it. But I think Trae Young is here to stay. Again, I think my man D Buck was was off his rockers the other day, talking about being a number one, disrespected Steph, disrespected Damian Lillard. I wish he was on here so I could clown his ass. Agreed. I seen a post the other day, and Shaq was there. It was a clip of Shaq, and I forgot what game that was, but when Shaq he backed down somebody and dunked on him, like you don't see that too much out of the big men in today's game. Obviously, you know the game changes with the time, but shit, like if I got a big man, I need my big, you know, in the post doing dirty work, you know. 20 points, 20 rebounds, 15 rebounds. I don't need my big man shooting any threes. Like if I'm old school. You shoot a three, you come sit beside me, baby. No question. No question. No question. That's who I would have as my comeback player of the year. But again, as we always say, man, best ability is availability, man. So gotta stay healthy, man, and wishing and hoping that he does, because he's a phenomenal talent out there on that defense, out there in LA for the Chargers, man. Derwin James can do a lot. He could do a lot. He can do a lot as far as in the run game, in the pass game, blitzing, rushing, covering. So hopefully, my man, he can stay healthy. Will he be up for comeback player of the year though? Yeah, I mean, would he be? Could he be up for that award? See what my man D Bud at? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on, man.
It's all good, man. Happens to the best of us, man.
Technology. Not a Zito production. What I was talking about now, man.
Nah, we was talking about the NBA playoffs, man. Talking about the Bucks and the Hawks, the Suns.
Man,
So
I'm glad you wasn't here when I went on my Trey Young tangent.
man, I was just talking about that. Like you was acting a damn fool when I seen that. I'm like, what you was on?
Nah.
You was on the edible?
hey, if that Bigfoot ass ref don't get in the way last night, my Hawks up 2-1. And now we may have to win in the 7. But Chris Middleton not gonna keep showing up like that. We know that.
I think he might, man. I was just talking about it with the crew.
He's not showing up like that.
He's the number one on the team now.
I mean, he's the closer. You know, you can't be the number one on the team when you show up, you know, every other game like Middleton does.
Man, he's the number one because when he shows, they play, they win.
That's what I'm saying. But the number one shows up every night. Every night, the number one shows up. So you can't be the number one, you know, when you take off. Hold on, G.I. Joe. Come on now. I said my Hawks. You heard me? My Hawks, baby. You know, it was my Nets. They got hurt. Now we had this referee who keep it talking about he probably wear 9. He should have wore 7, man. Get your ass out the way. That's some damn awareness. Rolled my man ankle. He already had the Forrest Gump ankle braces on, playing in low tops. But yeah, he had 30 going into the 4th, 30-something going into the 4th, man. Phenomenal young player. I still stand by all my statements, man. Still stand by all my statements.
Hey,
Hawks still got a chance, man.
Hey, it's a wrap for the Hawks, man.
You think it's over?
Yeah, excuse me, man. The maintenance people outside, but yeah, I think the Bucks got him, man. Like I said before, when you was gone, I think the Hawks had a great run. Now nobody had them being in this position, being in the Eastern Conference Finals, man. But I just think the Bucks going it's a little too much.
Yeah, I mean the Bucks are the better team. I think last night y'all watched that game. John Collins, he was in the rhythm. He got 4 fouls in the 3rd. I think he sets way too long. I think McMillan should have put him in a little earlier. He was in a rhythm offensively. He was doing his thing on the boards. Okongwu, number 17, he came in and gave the Hawks quality minutes. But once Trey went out, and when Trey came back in the game, the Hawks still had a lead. Lou Williams played good. He still had a lead, but he just wasn't the same player. And you know that I guess that's part of the game. Injuries are part of the game. Middleton caught fire, had 20 in the fourth quarter, dropped 38. They couldn't do nothing about that down the stretch. But that was a big missed opportunity for the Hawks. I think they should definitely been up 2-1. But if Trey can shake this thing off, I still like the Hawks to win it at 7. If he's not himself, though, Bucks might win this shit at 5. But Tone still say Hawks at 6. I'm moving it to 7 now. But
Bucks, baby.
What about the other side though?
Other side, man. Phoenix, man.
They play tonight.
Yeah, I think Phoenix gonna go. Yeah, I think they're gonna go ahead and close it out. I know they were talking about Chris. They were talking to Chris Paul. They were talking about 3-1. Chris Paul like, hey, I don't want to talk about no 3-1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I think they'll close it out. I think they'll be able to get there. They'll be able to get rested. You know, as the Eastern Conference Finals, as they continue. But I think they'll close it out tonight.
Yeah, I think so too, man. Because like Chris Paul said, when even coming up, because you don't forget about things like that. That's kind of like, and it's different for us because once we get the playoffs, it's one and done. Every game is a game 7 on the football side. But you even think about those playoff games that you maybe had a lead in that you blew, or some a third down that you messed up, or a red zone where you had a penalty, you gave them extra downs, and they end up scoring a drop pick. I think about that, that almost perfect season with the Patriots and that Super Bowl, and boys dropped. I remember when they was dropping them picks. Oh, they came back to bite them in the ass. So you never forget about those things. So I think Chris Paul, he gonna come out super focused. He gonna have that team super focused. Devin Booker's been he kind of been struggling ever since that nose been broke. Pat Bev's been doing a great job. But I think they close it out. I call Suns in 5 going into this series. So I'm going to stick with that. Suns in 5. They figure it out. They close it out. Chris Paul gets to his first finals, man.
I love to see it, man.
First finals.
I love to see it. Hey, so question for you, right? So D8, man, he came out and said that Chris Paul coming to the Phoenix Suns is probably the best thing that's happened for his career.
Yeah.
Have during your career, did you have a player that kind of influenced or help take your game to another level? Because that speaks volume when you hear that a teammate came in and said, hey, look, you're probably like the biggest reason why my career has taken another level.
Yeah.
You ever had anybody that kind of helped you do that?
I say a lot of guys, man. And for me, sometimes it didn't happen in that moment. A lot of times it'll be like some stuff in retrospect. You looked at it and be like, damn, like, he was right, or I should have been doing this how he was doing it. But, coming in, I had Lee Biden and Sean Springs early. Sean Springs really showed me kind of how to watch film and taught me the importance of understanding coordinators.
Right.
And understanding, like, when one guy goes from that tree, like they take those formations, those things, all that stuff with them, and just basically insert different people in those same offenses. So once and like I said at the beginning, my first 1-2 years, everything just moving so fast, I didn't really grasp that concept. But as I got older, that's how I really started taking that. Then when I got to Indy, being around you, seeing how you were in the room, how you kind of how you ran the DB room, and with just always a steady, it didn't really ride the ebbs and flows. We could come off a shitty game, come off a great game. It was kind of like that constant, whether the coach was rattled or whatever, just kind of keep, kind of everything in order. We used to call you the general in that room. So once you left and moved on, I took it in my responsibility, regardless of who came in and out of the room. Like, all right, I got to be that for this room And then like watching guys like Reggie, Rob Mathis, Vinatieri, who these aren't guys who had to say a lot to me, but once again, just watching them. And so all those guys, and then big Vince, Wilford, Brady, a lot of guys just been around them and seeing how they went about their business. So I can definitely see, and especially with Ayton and a lot of these basketball players, they come in and it's like, you 1 of 5. You're a cornerstone of a franchise, day one.
Right.
You go number 1 overall. It's a lot of pressure on you to be one of your best players. So for somebody like Ayton to have an old head like Chris Paul to come in and have that influence on him, man, who knows? I think Ayton is one of the most slept on stars still left in this playoff. He's probably a top 3 player in this playoffs, in my opinion. So I'm happy for him, man.
Nah, for sure, man. And when I heard that he said that, man, it was like wow, like he's really taking that, the coaching, even though it's coming from a player, he's taking that, obviously, like you said, being able to see Chris Paul, how he goes about his business on a daily basis, man. I think hopefully I will hope that every young player will be fortunate enough to have that OG to come into their locker room, but a lot of people don't have that.
A lot of times they don't.
Yeah, they're not able to have that. Or even if you do have that OG, sometimes OGs don't move the way old heads should really move, as far as like paying it forward. But it was good to see that.
Sure, you saw it out there. And people give Draymond Green a lot of flack for different reasons, but watching him with the young boy James Wiseman, the big man he drafted, and he was just always in his ear. And like I said, that first year, a lot of that stuff kind of it go in one ear and out the other. And you probably retain it and fall back on it later in your career. But just seeing him implement a lot of his genius that he has on the basketball court, man, that's definitely gonna pay dividends for him going down the stretch, man. But love to see it, man. Love to see it for Chris, for Ayton, and for that whole squad, man. Monty Williams. This is Monty Williams and Chris Paul. I think their second stint together. We saw him do some damage in the bubble last year. I think they won 8 straight, didn't make the playoffs. But Booker too. Booker to have somebody like that to show him the ropes, and it's gonna be fun, man. So I got the Suns. I don't think the Clippers come back.
Yeah.
But, so you got the Bucks coming out these. So
I got it. I got it's the Suns and the Bucks. Suns and the Bucks in the finals, man. I think that'll be I think it'll be a good finals.
Yeah, it should be. I think it's gonna be a good finals regardless. Be a first time ring winner. What else we got, man?
Man,
so somebody just reminded me. Bobby T's won. How about baseball? Yeah, so I'm a big fan of the show, MLB The Show. I think it's one of the best games. I kept my PlayStation literally for probably 3 years just to play the show.
Yeah.
And I didn't grow up playing baseball, didn't grow up knowing much about baseball, honestly. And I don't think they do a good job at all marketing to like the younger. I know it's America's pastime, a lot of old unwritten rules, sell it backflips and all these different things that, people don't like, the old heads don't like. But man, there's some studs in the game right now that people just don't see. I think right now, probably the most popular, the most famous baseball player worldwide or nationwide is probably still Derek Jeter. And Derek Jeter probably ain't played in who knows how long, but you got Mike Trout, Mookie Betts, Tatis Jr., and then Ohtani.
Yeah, he like I'm not a huge baseball fan. Like, I'm a casual fan. I watch it, World Series time. I definitely check the highlights out, but that young man, he different. I know you had another hot take saying that he was what you say he was like he was the greatest of all time.
The first time I saw him, so like I said, I'm a casual, and I understand that from a baseball standpoint. So I play MLB The Show. So I done created players. I done did this. I done drafted. I had the rule fly. You got the Grom, the pitcher. who threw I don't know how many scoreless innings in a row. Incredible. Guerrero, Osuna, like a lot of guys, all of them, right? So I've created players, and when you go create a player, you go create. Hey, I'm gonna get a pitcher. He's gonna throw 100 miles per hour. He's gonna be my ace, and then he's also gonna be at the top of my lineup, and he's gonna be knocking home runs out the park.
Right.
And he's gonna be one of the fastest base runners on the team. He's gonna do all these different things.
He's gonna be a closer. He's gonna do everything for you.
But that's not real life, right? You're not gonna turn on TV and see somebody actually doing it. This dude is actually doing that. Like this dude is the top 5 base runner in the league. He just they threw it inside on him. He hit it opposite field, 400 home run. He had a triple, double, a home run. Like, and then this dude pitcher, you got a 2.5 ERA, throwing over 100 miles an hour. Like, that's some different shit you don't see. I think Babe Ruth is probably he was the last guy doing this. Dude about to be in the home run derby.
Yeah.
Like, you know me, it don't take much.
It don't take much for you to get in the moment.
Greatest our generation.
Greatest of all time. Great. I'm like, damn, this boy D Butt don't be playing. But nah, he like you said, like I'm not a huge baseball fan. I'm a casual, I watch, snippets, I watch highlights, but like you said, what he's doing, like you said, I think I haven't seen it. Again, like I don't watch much baseball, but I haven't seen it. But he's the truth, and I'm definitely gonna check.
I don't care how much baseball you watch, a little or a lot. I play the game.
I'm definitely gonna watch check him on that in that home run derby.
But when I brought it up, so when I bring it up to my baseball guys, Ty Schmidt, who else was coming at me? I brought it up to Tone, our producer. It was either Gumpy or Tone, one of Pat's boys, because me and Pat was on the same page. You're like, dog, you're the greatest of all time. And they're like, nah, he got to stay healthy. He got to do this. He got to do that. Maybe when he goes to the Yankees. I mean, he's not the best player on his team. You got Mike Trout. I understand Mike Trout is amazing. Probably going to go down one of the best all time. Ken Griffey Jr., I just saw somebody put that up. Barry Bonds. Got all these, greats, but they weren't out. They weren't on that mound. They weren't pitching. So for this guy to be doing both, go.
Yeah. Nah, he's special. He's special, but we can't give him that GOAT title. Like, we just be throwing that GOAT title around nowadays. Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I feel you, but I don't know if you feel me, cuz. Zach, Ohtani will have a Todd Gurley-like career. He does too much.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know how that works in base. I mean, I know he's already had a surgery. But that was the one thing that guys kept saying, all right, can he stay healthy? If he can stay healthy, blah, blah. But hey, man.
Yeah.
Love to see it, regardless.
For sure. There's definitely some good.
Cut you.
We got some young gunners all over sports right now, man. Sports is in good hands right now. Yeah, in good hands. So I love to see it.
Let me hear top 5 athletes in sports right now.
Top 5 athletes in sports
overall. Coming up, I feel like we came up in a great era. Like we came up with Michael Jordan. We had Griffey Jr. We had Dion.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. We had some.
So I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you
on the track.
I'm gonna give you my 5. I'm gonna give you my 5, and then I'm gonna say right now LeBron.
Okay.
Gabby
Douglas. I want to hear the young, like the next.
Oh, you said top 5 is okay.
Yeah, top 5 youngest.
Top 5 youngest.
Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes. Yep. Pat Mahomes. Young boy, we just talked some.
Right now, sure. Definitely was GOAT our generation. Tiger, we had Tiger. Damn, we had some motherfuckers.
Simone Biles.
Simone Biles for sure.
Pat Mahomes. And in tennis, I'm gonna go with what's young
Naomi?
lady Naomi. You can go Naomi, or you can go Coco.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna go with Naomi now. No, Naomi is accomplished. She's already, I think, what is she ranked 2 in the world, something like that.
hmm
Coco well on her way.
Well,
Coco
yeah,
trip
and
home team.
Coco, she young. She's a youngin'.
Very young, very young.
Yeah, yeah.
We got, we got
Should have
Sabrina
been
over in the
in
WNBA.
WNBA. Yep.
Shit,
Luca, Trey Young.
Trey. We got some young Lamar Jackson. Um, we got some phenoms out there. But yeah,
Nah, for sure.
our era was different. I gotta think about it. Damn. Simone is 25 in gymnastics is old, but she's still young.
But she's
Aaron
still a
Donald.
boss.
Nah, Aaron Donald not young.
Nah, yeah, hell no.
Aaron Donald not
Zion, I
young.
mean Zion definitely.
Zion definitely got next. Booker potentially, especially if he win this chip.
Nah, we like we said, man, we in good hands, man. We
We in
definitely in
good
good
hands.
hands. We
We
in
in good
great
hands
hands.
going forward.
Great hands. So I'm loving this. I love to see it.
What else we got, man? Y'all got any good questions before we get out of here? Damn, we had some breaks coming up. Barry Bond. You remember
Sammy Sosa,
prime steroid era?
man, Mark McGuire,
Yo,
Barry Bonds,
McGuire, Sosa, Bond, every
Sosa.
night the boys was yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, look, how you feel about this, right? Where them boys, they keeping them out of the baseball Hall of Fame because of the steroids situation, right?
The
So,
pictures on that shit too.
so my take on it is, I don't care how much steroids you taking, it still says something for that hand-eye coordination for you to connect that bat with that ball. And
Nah,
huh?
because those drugs they enhance your hand-eye coordination as well.
Oh, I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, so that shit it puts that on point as well. And if you connect it, I mean, whenever you connect, because you gotta think. So you had pitchers thrown with juice, you had the hitters with juice. So that ball hit the bat at 97. That shit going a long way.
Hey,
So for fans, I mean,
it was
was a great
it
era.
was a great era. Some good.
It was a great era. And I know some fans still feel like, hey, let the pitchers do their thing, let the hitters do their thing, and let us get our money's worth. But people who are true fans, you want to see as long as it's a fair playing field. I mean, I don't want cheating. I don't want guys shooting up because I felt like we knew about players that was on that shit in football or that we
Yeah.
assume was on that shit. It's just not fair.
I mean,
It's not
shit,
fair.
they ain't last long. It's a
Some
question
of them.
from Jeremy. Is Rondé Barber the most underrated DB ever? Man, Rondé should be in the Hall of Fame, man.
Ron, they should definitely be in the hall. It's a lot of underrated DBs though, because it's
Yeah.
easy to. I mean, I think Asante is one of the more underrated DBs ever. Honestly, you look at his
Yep.
numbers and the stretch that he had. I mean, that
And
shit
then
was
we talked about it before. Leroy Butler.
Leroy
Um,
Butler.
I don't think he gets enough.
Um,
People don't talk about him enough.
and if you're a good DB on a shitty team, it's easy for you to go. Be an unsung hero. Let me see if this last camera back working, man. This shit crazy. Camera said, "Fuck
What
you."
what they tell you? They said Best Buy open.
That's by my ass. Sony gonna have to give me a refund.
Best
Supposed to be a
Buy
good
is
joint. Let me
open.
see. This shit still won't act up, huh? 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 Who said that? Who's that? Van?
You know it.
Yeah, stay hate. Don't worry, that's all right. Wait till the new studio. Wait till the new studio here. Y'all ain't gonna be talking that shit no more. We got something coming too. Got an announcement coming on Monday. Might bump it up this Thursday.
Yeah. I think
I'm
everybody gonna
excited
be
about it.
excited about. Yeah, I am too.
The
I
community
am
is about
too.
to. The community is about to get a boost.
We gonna open this thing up a little bit.
Yeah, gonna put some money in your pocket too, man. You got your lineups for the night.
Yeah, man. I've been getting my ass whooped.
Yeah, I'll be 1 or 2 off.
Man, every night I'm 1 or 2 off. The other night I had like a nice little 5 play, and what was it? I think I had I think the only person Booker. No, I think it was Trey. Trey hit the points for me. He fell short. I think like 7 points, and then
This is the other night. Could have been
yeah,
last night.
nah, it was the other
Oh,
night.
okay.
So yeah, man. But I'm loving it though. And like I said, I'm excited to get it out to the fans, man. Y'all can tap in with us, make
Yeah,
some
man,
money.
it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be fun, especially with this football season right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see, what do we got?
It's a good question. Trill, what do you think separates Rondé from other slot DBs? Um, I think for the biggest thing when he was in Tampa, man, and they was rocking with that cover two. Um, he understood.
Brooks.
Right, he understood what it took to play that position. Being able to read that quarterback, understanding the strengths and weaknesses of the defense, um, being able to blitz, being able to disguise his blitzes. So got a bunch of sacks, being able to do that. So he just understood the position, understood the defense, man, and again, knowing the strengths and the weaknesses, what I can do, what I can't do. Um, and that was he played that position well.
Very well. And just
Well,
understand that's one of the things, knowing your system. It's a huge part about it. Knowing the system, just like Richard Sherman. A lot of people would say, oh, he played this system as a thirds and this and that, but he understood the system. He understood where his help was. He understood how he was going to be attacked. And he
mm-hmm.
made the defense pay. Because the offense also knew exactly where he was going to be and what he was coached to do.
Yeah.
Couldn't beat him, though. Ooh,
Darian
Champ Bailey.
Alexander.
Top four all time. Darian Alexander. You
You
got the
got
Ohio
Dion.
State Superman, son. Where does Champ Bailey fall in your cornerback list or your top cornerback list all time? He top 4 for me. You got Prime. You got Rod Woodson. Seawood, Revis, Champ. Those probably my top 5 guys in no real order, outside of Prime being one. Champ probably 3 or 4 for me. I think
Yeah.
12-time Pro Bowl at corner.
Your top all around DBs. I'm gonna put the Woodson brothers at my top 2
Oh yeah, all around. I mean,
all
shit, you
around.
can't. If you say all around, Ronnie Lott. Well, a lot of
Yeah,
people
you
don't
get
know about Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott played. He was a 4-time
corn
Pro Bowler at
and
corner
corn. Then with the safety, yeah.
before he moved.
But
So he might have been 4-time All Pro at corner.
but what Charles Woodson and Rob Woodson was doing,
Yeah, Rod, same thing. Elite at the corner position, and then was a elite at the safety position. C Wood, elite outside. He went for his first 4 out the gate. I think he was 4-time All Pro.
mm-hmm.
Which man, people don't know that's incredible. And then he moved on to play more primarily kind of in that slot role, which his blitz. We talked about Rondé Barber. Not Champ. C Wood, he was blitzing, he was picking shit off, he was stripping cats. Won the
Yeah.
Defensive Player of the Year. Led him to a Super Bowl. Yeah, you got some great all around guys, man. And then you
Yeah,
got guys like Prime, Revis, who just did their thing, shut off a half of a
shut a
field.
whole
Champ,
half of the field. Yeah.
yeah, Champ was gonna make you pay though. That bought with his ball skills. But yeah, man.
Somebody get up out of here.
Everybody get up out of here, man. We'll be back on Thursday. Any other of these questions? Nicholas Riley Popovich. Has Aaron Donald got it to your top 5, 10 all-time D-line? Let me tell y'all right now. I told y'all a couple of years ago. I told you again this past season. Not only is Aaron Donald in my top 5, 10 all-time D-line, Aaron Donald is in my top 5 football players, period, that I've seen play the game. Top 2.
All right now.
Man, this dude, man.
All right now. He top 2.
Top 2. I mean, it's hard to pick
Top
a guy
2?
over. It's hard to pick a guy over somebody who won 7 Super Bowl titles, been in 10 with Tom Brady.
Right.
You got Barry Sanders, who was 10 for 10 All Pros, 10 years in the game, 10 years All Pro. Yeah. You got guys like Jim Brown, who I didn't see play. Obviously, Jerry Rice. I saw some of his, a lot of his
top 2. The Soldier Boy voice, top 2.
Top 2. Joe Montana. I mean, you got all-time greats, but what Aaron Donald has done consistently, I mean, he should win. He could have had 5 straight Defensive Player of the Years, honestly.
Yeah, nah, he's special. He's special talent, man.
Special,
but it's been a lot of great players that come through this, come through the league, man. So I would definitely he's definitely a top 5 to 10 all time player. To give him top 2, basically saying he's the best defensive player of all time.
He's the best football player I've seen play. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
No, I remember seeing J.J. Watt in his prime. J.J. Watt was well on his way to being the most. This dude's getting 20 sacks a year, 20 deflections, affecting the run game. But Aaron Donald means double team. 3 out of 4 snap.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm gonna say Aaron Donald. He's one of the. When he's done playing, he'll be one of the greatest players to play this game. To give him number 2, I probably.
It's too early for you.
Yeah, I can't stand on the table with you on that one. But what I will he is a hell of a player. He changes the game. His motor at his size is crazy. The way he's throwing them guys around, it's fun to watch. Again, but I just can't give him top 2 all time.
I feel you. I mean, I had this list. I pulled this list up from PFF from the top 50, and for the last 2 years, however much weight this holds, I'm sure it don't hold a lot with you, but he's the number 1 player on their list.
At least you know.
I'm gonna just read what they said about him. No matter how good you think Aaron Donald is, Antoine Bethea, you're probably underselling it. The Los Angeles Rams star is an outlier, the likes of which we haven't seen in 15 years of grading at the NFL level. They've only been graded for 15 years.
Right.
He's a unicorn in a league full of physical freaks and talented superstars. Donald led the league in total pressures last season with 98 as an interior D lineman, getting double every snap. The 3rd time in 4 seasons he has led the league in that category. He's the only full-time interior defender we have ever seen lead the league in pressure since J.J. Watt played more snaps on the edge and interior. Donald's biggest perceived weakness is in the run game, but he has been the best graded interior lineman against the run over the last 3 seasons consecutively.
Okay, I mean that's it. Yeah,
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, I mean that's great. But again, top 2 all time. That's a bold statement.
LT too. So
yeah, that's a bold.
LT.
That's a bold statement. Like right now in the game, yeah, he's definitely top 2 in the game.
Ever.
Yeah, I can't stand on the table. But when it's all said and done, we will be talking about Aaron Donald being one of the greatest football players that played the game. I will agree to that. But
you don't. But you know,
top two all time.
I usually go a little further, but this is early. I mean, you can go back 2 years. Me saying this. Why didn't you hear much about Aaron Donald until the NFL? He played at Pittsburgh.
He played at Pitt. Yeah.
Pittsburgh University. I honestly I didn't know he was gonna be this. I knew he was gonna be good, but shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. People just peak at different times, and you know, get in the system where you can rock and
shit. Patrick Mahomes, he'll probably be an all-time great. A lot of people didn't, you know, he wasn't. Shit, what he went 10 in the draft.
Yeah,
out of Texas Tech. People didn't expect that.
Yeah, so
top 2.
Hey, look, I'm about to get out of here, man. Get this thing going, man. But again, we appreciate all the love. Y'all tap in with us on Thursday, man. Tell a friend, man. The Man Man Pod. Hit that like button, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
And I'm one half of the Man Man Pod. My co-host D Butt.
Yes, sir.
Shit, we out.
Out of here. Trains with knives. Save it, guys, from getting jumped. He's a man of the people. And Donald Goat.